What if I told you that nearly 2,000 years ago, a Roman emperor discovered a formula for inner peace that still works today? That in the chaos of war, plague, and betrayal, one man found a way to remain unshaken? Welcome to the extraordinary life of Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king who didn't solve the physical universe, but something far more important, the universe within, the reluctant emperor. Rome, 121 CE. A child is born who will one day rule the most powerful empire on earth. Yet power was never his pursuit. Marcus Aurelius was never supposed to be emperor. Adopted into the imperial family through a chain of unexpected deaths, he found himself thrust into a role he never wanted but accepted as duty. Unlike other emperors who reveled in luxury, Marcus lived simply. While he could command armies and decree laws affecting millions, his private journals reveal a man struggling with the same questions we face today. How do we find meaning in a chaotic world? How do we respond to difficult people? How do we face our own mortality? You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This wasn't just philosophical musing. Marcus ruled during one of Rome's most turbulent periods, facing German invasions, a devastating plague that killed millions, and even betrayal from his most trusted general. Yet through it all, he developed a framework for inner peace that people across centuries have called life-changing. The Stoic solution. So what was Marcus's solution to life's chaos? A philosophy called Stoicism, but not the stiff upper lip emotional suppression we often mistake it for today. Stoicism taught that while we can't control external events, we have absolute control over our responses to them. This simple insight creates freedom even in the most difficult circumstances. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus's personal journal, never intended for publication, reveals his daily struggle to live by these principles. Today we know this work as Meditations, possibly the most influential leadership journal ever written. What makes these writings so powerful isn't that they came from a man who had everything, but that they came from someone facing the same human struggles we all do. Dealing with difficult people, managing stress and anxiety, finding purpose when life seems meaningless, facing illness and death. His solution? A radical shift in perspective. The cosmic perspective. Marcus's greatest insight was developing what philosophers today call the view from above, the ability to step back and see our problems from a cosmic perspective. Think of the whole universe of matter and how small your share. Think about the expanse of time and how brief your existence. Think of fate and how small your role. This wasn't meant to make us feel insignificant, but to liberate us from the prison of our own narrow concerns. When we see ourselves as part of something vastly larger, our personal troubles shrink to their true size. Stuck in traffic? The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Someone criticized you? There are 100 billion stars in our galaxy alone. Worried about the future? Remember that Marcus ruled during a plague that killed a third of the population in some areas. This perspective shift doesn't eliminate problems. It transforms our relationship to them. Practical wisdom for today. But Marcus wasn't just a lofty thinker. His writings offer practical tools we can use right now. First, the practice of negative visualization. Instead of always hoping for the best, occasionally imagine losing what you value. This doesn't make you pessimistic. It makes you profoundly grateful for what you already have. When you kiss your child, silently reflect that they are mortal, as are we all. Second, the discipline of perception. Events themselves are neutral. It's our judgments about them that cause suffering. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Third, focus on your actions, not outcomes. We control our efforts, not results. True peace comes from knowing you did what was in your power. Do what you must, let happen what may. These aren't just ancient quotes. They're practical tools used today by everyone from CEOs to Olympic athletes, therapists to military leaders. The lasting legacy. Marcus Aurelius died in 180 CE, having ruled for 19 years. Unlike many emperors, he didn't name massive monuments after himself or conquer vast territories. His greatest conquest was internal, and his legacy, a timeless approach to finding tranquility that has outlasted the empire he ruled. Today, his philosophy influences modern psychology, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps millions overcome depression and anxiety. Business leaders turn to his wisdom for decision-making under pressure. Athletes use his principles to maintain focus, and ordinary people from every background find that his words speak directly to their daily struggles. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In a world of endless distractions and constant noise, Marcus reminds us that true power comes not from controlling others, but from mastering ourselves. He didn't solve the physical universe, but he offered something more valuable, a way to find meaning, tranquility, and purpose in a chaotic world. Conclusion: Marcus's own words provide the perfect end to our journey. When you've done well and another has benefited by it, why like a fool do you look for a third thing on top? Credit for the good deed or a favor in return? So I'll simply ask, how might your life change if you applied even one of Marcus's principles this week? The philosopher-emperor left us more than words. He left us a path, and that path is open to anyone brave enough to follow it. If you found value in this exploration of ancient wisdom, consider subscribing for more journeys into the ideas that shaped our world. And share in the comments which of Marcus's principles resonates most with your life right now. Until next time, remember, the universe within you is the one that truly matters.